Today, we will be discussing a certain group of cars that haven't been released in the game yet. The cars I'm referring to are the Nitro Stock cars. Let's start off by looking at what they are. If we head over to the Nitro Wiki, we can look at the Stock Cars category page. This page contains information about these cars, which are the stock cars. There are currently 6 stock cars. As you can see, these cars are stock cars in Nitro type. They're all based on real NASCAR drivers' cars, except for the T. Butler number 56, which features an original design. All of them except for the Bobby Rick 3 have never been released. So the Bobby Rick 3, this one right here, was released in a season, and we'll look at each one of these individually. Starting off, let's go look at the A. Butler. As you can see, A. Butler is a car. It was originally intended to be released in the shop. It's been scrapped, and it's made impossible to obtain by any normal user. It's named after Austin Butler, and Kristen Smith does own this car on one of her alts. We can actually look at that real quick, right here. Now, Kristen Smith alt, right here, as you can see, she owns every single one of these stock cars, right here. T. Butler, A. Butler, Bobby Rick 3, K. Smith, H. I don't know how to say his last name, Bonac, and K. Osborne. So she owns all 6, except she is the only player to own all of these, and this is on her alt. So there's that. Now, let's go back to the page. As you can see, it is based on Denny Hamlin's 2021 FedEx Toyota Camry. The sponsor of this car, Wampus Postal Service, as you can see, it says on the front, Wampus Postal Service is a reference to FedEx, who is Denny's primary sponsor, also a postal company. Now, it was originally going to be released in a shop in a separate dealership from November 5th through the 17th, but that never happened. So this was a couple years ago, actually, that this was going to be released in the shop. As you can see, this is the car it was supposed to be based off of. Now, if we move on, let's look at the next car, the Bobby Rick 3. Now, this one was actually released, as you can see, and it was released during the Season 43, which was the Nitro Racing League season, as you can see. It was a Crook number 3 until it was changed for the release of the season. I do not know if these cars' names, if they ever are released in the future. I don't know if they will be changed from their names, a Crook, or to something else random like Bobby Rick. I would assume they would keep their cool admin names because I think that's really awesome. But I don't know. Would the Bobby Rick change to a Crook? I don't know about that. As you can see, its name is a reference to Rick Bobby from the 2008 movie The Ballad of Ricky Bobby. Its description is a reference to the actual quote. And it's based off of the Chevrolet Camaro, Kyle Larson's, right? Very cool. Now let's look at the next one. H. Boniak, probably how you say the name. Based on Chase Elliott's Chevrolet Camaro, as you can see, there's the car it's based off of. And has the same color palette, pretty much everything. It was originally intended to be released in the shop, didn't happen, all that stuff. As you can see, Kristen Smith owns all these cars, as I said. Now, the next one, K. Osborne. This one is named after Kate Osborne, a Nitro admin. As you can see, Kristen Smith owns this car. It was going to be released in the shop. It wasn't. Candies are used on a different car, and it's based off of Kyle Busch's 2021 M&M Toyota Camry. Now, the last one, K. Smith. Sorry, not the last one, but K. Smith, Kristen Smith, right? It was based on Martin Trucks Jr.'s 2021 Bass Pro Shop Toyota Camry. As you can see, each one of these, they're directly based off of these cars. Other than the numbers are changed. You can see the logo stay the same. A Circle Nitro logo. For this one says Nitro type. All this stuff, right? Really cool. And then last one, we have T. Butler, Travis Butler. This one's not based off a real car according to the category page. As you can see, it's an original design. But the T. Butler page says it is based off of this one right here. Right. Very cool. It's been obviously impossible to obtain. And out of all the stock cars, this is the only original concept, original design, I guess. It's not directly based off one car. And yeah, those are all of the stock cars. Now, they were going to be released in a dealership that was Nitro Stock Car Racing, right? This would have been, if we were to go to Nitro Type, as you can see, this would have been, not shop, not friends, there you go, shop. It would have been something right here, right? It would have been something that popped up down here and said Nitro Stock Racing. And we would have been able to purchase all of these awesome cars. Now, this never happened, as you can see. And after, 2 years, the Bobby Rick 3 was finally released. Now, the question is, will this ever come to the game? Probably not, as that it hasn't been released in 2 years, right? But the Bobby Rick 3 did release, right? 2 years after, or almost 2 years after its original teasing, I guess. So there is hope that it could happen, but we don't really know. Would it be cool? Yes. Do I think it should happen? Yes. Do y'all think it should happen? I can't answer that. I'm not y'all. So let me know if you guys think that these cars should be released. Obviously, I think they're really cool cars. They all based on Nitro admins. I think that is really cool. I wouldn't change the name. I think it's cool to actually have these names in the shop, but maybe they would change it from T Butler to something more like Bobby Rick, right? Let me know your thoughts on these cars. Do you like it? Should they come to the game? Should they have their own dealership? When should they be released? Maybe the beginning of the NASCAR season, the end of the NASCAR season. What should happen with these? So thank you guys again so much for watching. I hope you guys have a blessed day, and I will see you in my next video.